Let's start with conditioning, because what good is talent if you can't last on the floor? Zion Williamson is a freak of nature. But unfortunately, his best plays are now living in highlight reels from 2021. Since entering the league, Zion has missed over 200 games because of conditioning and injuries tied to his weight and nutrition. Just in the 2022 season alone, he missed 53 games. At Media Day, he admitted he only started to buy into proper nutrition after 4 seasons in the league. That's 4 seasons of elite potential lost to poor habits. So when we talk about building the worst player, Zion's body maintenance, or lack of it, makes him our poster child for terrible conditioning. But what happens when your star player's body just gives out completely? Enter Anthony Davis. Yes, the man is a champion and all-star. But in 2023, AD missed 26 games, and that was actually one of his healthier seasons. In total, since joining the Lakers in 2019, Davis has missed over 120 games. Groin strains, Achilles tendinosis, knee issues, foot injuries, back spasms. If there's a body part, he's probably tweaked it. After the blockbuster trade that sent AD to Dallas, he exited his very first game as a Maverick because of injury. AD's not just injury-prone, he's the blueprint for fragility in a league where consistency is king. But let's say this player somehow does get on the floor. Now what? Defense, right? Unfortunately, that brings us to Devin Booker. Booker might be an offensive wizard, but on defense, he's more like a turnstile. For multiple seasons, his defensive rating has ranked near the bottom among guards playing heavy minutes. Opponents constantly target him in switches, and even when locked in, his lateral movement and off-ball awareness have left a lot to be desired. While his effort has improved slightly in recent years, he's still seen as a liability on that side of the ball. So now we've got an out-of-shape defensive liability. Let's give him the ball. And sadly, it's time to welcome Ben Simmons into the build. Ben went from an all-star to a ghost in the league. His shooting, especially from distance, is practically non-existent. Career 13.9% from 3. That's not a typo. Even worse, he's afraid to shoot. Literally. In 2021's infamous playoff series against Atlanta, he passed up a wide-open dunk because he didn't want to get fouled. But it's not just threes. His mid-range game has been just as bad. Defenders play off him completely, daring him to shoot from 15 feet. And 9 times out of 10, he won't even try. Over his career, Simmons has averaged fewer than 1 mid-range attempt per game, and his shooting percentage from that range hovers around 34%. For someone who handles the ball as much as he does, that's almost unheard of. And just when you think it couldn't get worse, Simmons has missed over 140 games since 2020 with back problems, knee soreness, and nerve impingements. In the 2022 season, he played only 42 games. In 2023, just 15. Not only did his confidence vanish, but his body also started breaking down. That brings us to our final piece, mental toughness. We could pick other guys here, but honestly, no one tops Ben Simmons twice. The pass against Atlanta became an instant symbol of fear. And it's not just one play. It's how he completely fell apart mentally after that moment. Now compare that to someone like Kobe Bryant. Kobe tore his Achilles and still walked to the free throw line to sink 2 clutch shots before limping off the floor. He once played through a broken finger, knee pain, and a torn shoulder, still giving you 30 a night. That's mental toughness. That's fire. Simmons, he's the opposite. The moment the pressure mounts, he fades. It's not just about skill, it's about mindset, and Ben's has crumbled under the spotlight. And yet, despite all of this, Simmons has still cashed in, big time. Between the Sixers, Nets, and now the Clippers, he's earned over $160 million in career salary. That's generational wealth, for barely playing half the games in a 5-year stretch. So let's put it all together, and your worst NBA player is now complete. Zion's body, Booker's defense, AD's health, and pretty much most of Simmons' offensive deficiencies. We know there's way more to making a truly terrible player, like handles, basketball IQ, and locker room vibes, but that'll be for another video. If you enjoyed this highlight reel of regret, please like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.